Hello buddies, it's the Wolf here again, once again in this Python masterclass meant from this beginners to the pro level. So I'm here today to talk about Python syntax, and I'm so happy to explain to you guys so that you can become the best programmer in the world from the Wolf. So today we're going to talk about Python syntax. So we are going to execute a Python syntax, and as we learned in the previous page, we talked about Python syntax can be executed by writing directly in the command line. But we say that we are not going to do that. So here we are going to do some indentation that we talked about. So let's get started. So Python indentation refer to the space that the beginning of a line, of a code line. Yeah, is the space at the beginning of the code line, where in other programming language the indentation in the code is for readability. It's like in Java, I will always refer to Java because I'm going to do that. So it's actually for readability, but this one is it's very important. It counts, it counts. If you mess up, maybe the code might not run. It will not run. So we use indentation to indicate a block of code. So if we have a block of code, we will use indentation. Once the indentation line is done, then it goes back to another block of line. For example, I'm going to do this. I'm going to say, let me delete this. So just going to start from up there, and I'm going to say if don't worry about this, because we will start basically in some way. So if, let's say, if 5 is greater than 2, then do what? Just hit enter. You see where the cursor is? It's like how many lines? There's some space between there, like 1 centimeter before, then it coincides with 5 over here. Just look at it here, and then from here we just say print 5 is greater than 5 is is greater than 2. Remember to put them in let me just do it. No hard in Africa, So we say this forward. Okay, you can space there, and then you can say you put this quotation mark, and then you say 4 is greater than 2. Let's take this. Then let's run. Let's see if that's a lie. 4 is greater than 2. You can see down here. So 2 is not even like that. I'm sorry. Run it again. It's saying that 4 is greater than. That is the indentation I'm talking about. You see the way print just came over there, just like that. So so if you don't, so if you skip this identity, how can people pronounce this? If you can't skip these indentations, Python will give you an error. For example, if you write this, let me try. I haven't tried this because that's what I did the other time. Python 2. It was giving me some error. Let me try this so that to make sure. Control Z. Did it here? Control Z. As you can see already, there is red lines here, and if I run it, let's run it. You see, this is an error. Line 2. This one saying indentation error expected. I indented block after if statement on this. So you see, we were not lying. It's true. So the number of space is up to you as a programmer, and the most common use is 4, but it has to be at least 1, just like we did over there. So if I ident like this, you see this is 1. Actually 1 is enough. 2, 3, 4. That is the normal way. But you see, even 1 it can work. So let's do another thing here, and I just come. You see, there's no quotation, there is no quote over there, there is no curly braces. But this is a good thing about Python. So, and again, if I go back here, if this is a new block of code now, if 5 is greater than 2, then row just tell me if I'm true. Then say 5 is greater than 2. Let me just copy this, copy that, and just right here. And then I'm just saying 5 is greater than 2. So you see, this is a new block of, you can even space over here, there's no problem. But now this still, but it's okay. So run this, and you can see 4 is greater than 2, 5 is greater than 2. So what have you learned from there? So we have used the same number of space, the same block of code. Otherwise Python will give you an error. So another example I want to do is, let's see if we can get an error over here. Let me just print, let me remove this. This is the syntax actually. We have not started coding. This is just syntax. And then I say print. Let me just do this. You see? This is just if this is a new block of lines, so it's giving me some error already. So you can see it's not working. So this is it. So let's talk about Python variables. Variables is like a container where you put some data inside. For example, you have 3 bottles of salt. Let me say you have 3 bottles of the same size, and this one, the first bottle, you putting some salt inside. The second bottle, that's what my mama used to do that. The second bottle, you put some tea leaves in there. That bottle, you put some whatever you want to put there. So whatever is inside there, those bottles you can write them as variables. So those variables, you can put variables inside it. So in Python, variables are created when you assign a value to it. So you can have, for example, let me just delete this and say x is a variable. Not necessarily have to use this. Let me say call it a variable like this. Then it's equal to let's say 7. So this variable, this name variable, let me call it bottle. Bottle, we use them to carry something. So this bottle has let's say number 7 inside. What can we do? Let's say there is 7 sweet things. Let's say two tropicals. So this is 2. So in this bottle we have 2 tropicals inside. So the bottle is a variable and the 2 is a value. And the way we say that when we put a number or a value inside this bottle, or we put something in this bottle we have said it's a variable and this is a value we are assigning. So we have signed 2 into this bottle, if I print out, let's say, let me see. If I say print bottle, let's see if we can get number 2, because we have assigned the 2 into that object. Let's do that, and it's comparing. It's comparing right now. So if I print that, let's see, yeah, it's number 2 down here. So we have gotten the value in this bottle. That's what we mean about variable. So, and again, we can create another variable here. Let's say we can call a variable y instead of just naming it in a pathetical way. So let's say y is equal to, we are assigning a letter now. Say y is equal hello wolf. So the hello wolf string is inside the variable y. So if I print out, say print y, we will find hello wolf. I don't know. Yeah, there we have hello wolf. So those are the variables. So Python has no command for declaring a variable. There's no command for declaring that. We will learn this about variable in the Python variable chapters. And again, another syntax that you should know is about comments. Let me just write the word comments. You see? So Python has a commenting capability for the purpose of in-code documentation. You see, you wanted to explain to your fellow programmer what we are doing, what is the function of the class or the variable speed. You can comment. So you say, oh, hello, bro, this variable, this function is doing this. So we start a comment by using a hashtag, and Python will render the rest of the line as commented. And if you comment something, Python is not going to show on. It's going just to render and know that this is just a command. I'm not going to execute this. For example, let's do it. So I can say, let me just do this. I can say, so we have said we use hashtag, right? So I'm just going to do that. Can I increase the font of this? Let me just, So I have increased the font size of this so that you can be able to see. So if I want to comment something so that someone can know what I'm doing, I'm just going to write hashtag and then I say, this is a command. This is the comment. It's like that. This is a command. Python is not going to include this. For example, I say print hello. Actually, it can even take a single quote like that. I can say hello. Then I run. So this is the comment. It's not going to be included in the console output. So you can see system works. So the next thing that we want to talk about is something interesting. So guys, comment can be used to explain Python code, as I've already told you, and also it can be used to make the code more readable so that someone can follow along. And also comment can be used to prevent execution when the testing is done. So to create a comment, we said that we can use hashtag, and Python will ignore them. And we have tested it and we found out that it's working. So comments can be placed at the end of the line, just like other programming language, and Python will ignore the rest of this line. For example, if I say I pick this comment here and say that, can place here like this, and then I say I'm printing. I'm printing. This function is for printing. So if I run this, then just Python will just ignore that, just like that. So a comment does not have to be a text that explains the code. It can also be used to prevent Python from executing code. Yeah. For example, if I do this, I say, for example, let me say print hello world, and then just copy paste the same thing. Paste here. And then let's say let me remove this and remove this. So comment can be used to prevent execution of a line. So if I say, if I come here and then I put the hashtag there, where's the hashtag? Like that. If I put this hashtag there and then I run, you see, okay, let me just change this a little bit and say hello world. Then run it, see which one is being printed. Hello world over here is the one that is being printed. So it can be used to prevent execution of a code. And again, there is also a multi comments. You can have a multiple comments. So Python does not really have a syntax for multiple comments. It's fun. And to add a multiple comment, you could insert a hash for each line. Simple as that. There's no way that it can have a multiple way of comments. So you're gonna have to put those there in each single line. For example, I can say I can have this, so then I put there, hashtag there, and I can have another thing here and say more than just one. I'm seeing something. I'm a good singer, but I love people. Then let's say, then I put them as there, and then I can say now bring this, copy it, then I just put down here. Then I remove this, just like that, and then run. So as you can see, it's only, you cannot have a multiple comment line, but you have to put hashtag for each execution or its code and sentence I can say. So all not quite as easy. So you can use a multiple strings. Since Python will know strings literals, not assigned to a variable, you can add a multiple string, triple quotes in your code and place your comment inside it. So it's just simple like this. You just say, you can do this if you want to comment out. You can do like, let me just have something. Let me just do the love here. Remember, we're working on syntax. So if you can have this, if you can have multiple strings, so let's use multiple strings to comment things out. So we are going to say dash like that, and then let me remove this just like that, and then I say this is a comment, this is a comment written close it just like that. It actually closed by itself. Oh, it's so intelligent. Then I print my stuff here. So I can actually do this. This is the way you can do So as you can see, you can comment like that way. So as long as the string is not assigned to a variable, for example, if you assign a variable like this, j t equal to 5 is equal to 5. Oh, variable is active, it's working. So as long as the string is not assigned to a variable, Python will repeat the call, ignite, and you have then multi-line comment. So guys, that's all about syntax and comments. And we have also no. Okay, the next class, guys, we want to talk about variables. That's when we start coding. That's where we start learning Python. But already we have learned a lot. We have learned the syntax. We have installed the PyCharm. We have installed Python. We have done a couple of things. We have printed something out. We have become the best program. But the next class we want to talk about variables, and then we continue from there. Goodbye and a good time. And if you find this useful to you, guys, please leave a like, subscribe, and thank you. Goodbye.